Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is Kareem Williams from Keeping It Real from Lefty, Keeping It Real with Lefty. I'm sorry. And today I gotta bring you another food review, some sort of kind of not me eating the food, but me giving you my top five Philly cheesesteak spots in Philly. Now, if you don't know, I was born and raised in South Philadelphia, and I feel like a lot of the times people give reviews on cheesesteaks and they're not going to the proper spots to review. There's nothing wrong with that, the spots that they go to, but a lot of them are tourist spots. A lot of them are places that aren't quite necessarily the best cheesesteak spots in Philly or in South Philly by itself, because South Philly has a lot of great cheesesteak spots. I think that's one of the next future videos I will be doing live, though, from Philly, is the top five Philly cheesesteak spots in South Philadelphia. So without further ado, I don't want to make this video long because there's not going to be me eating or anything in there. It's just going to be me sharing my screen, going through my top five, going from five to number one. Okay? Before I start that, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications so when I drop a video you can be notified, and let me know your top five cheesesteak spots in your city. Or if you're in Philadelphia, let me know your top five cheesesteak spots for you inside of Philly. You know? Now, this review is based off of experience, meaning these are places that I actually have physically been to. Okay? We're going to start off with a place called Phillips Steaks. It's on Passyunk Avenue. The address is 2234 West Passyunk Avenue. It's kind of around 23rd and Passyunk. Really, really good establishment. It's kind of on an island. Very colorful. It's red. They have a really, really good steak. They use the cheese whiz, of course. The meat is very, very kind of tough, but it still has a lot of flavor. They are my number five on my list, and that is Phillips Steaks. Great steak, great customer service. They also have an amazing cheese fries. Their cheese fries are phenomenal. And they don't just sell cheesesteaks, they sell hamburgers, hot dogs, other type of sandwiches as well. This is a very, very good place that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people don't talk about, maybe because of the location, but this is a spot that is significant to South Philly and to the world of Philadelphia cheesesteaks. Okay? That's my number five. My number four is a place called Gooey Louie's. Now, Gooey Louie's have some of the biggest cheesesteaks and hoagies I've ever seen in my life. When I tell you, off of one large Gooey Louie cheesesteaks will feed 4 to 5 people, I'm not lying to you. They pack this thing with meat. They give you an enormous amount of meat, and the meat is flavorful. The meat is quality, and it's just one of those places that's a hidden gem in South Philly. It's on Morty-Minton Avenue. I believe it's in Pennsport Plaza, if I'm not mistaken. The address is 231 McKillen Street, Philadelphia, PA 19148. My old zip code used to be 19147. Okay, so I would walk here to this place. Great sandwiches, great people that run the establishment. Google them, YouTube them, check them out. Gooey Louie's is my fourth spot. They don't use cheese whiz. I believe they use either American or provolone, which is, you choose your poison or whatever you like. I like it both ways. I personally don't get onions, but they also have great Italian hoagies, and they are massive, 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 massive. Okay? Next place I would like to talk about is Ishkabibbles. Ishkabibbles is on South Street. They have two locations. One is in between, I believe, 5th and 6th in South. And then we have one that's in between 4th and 3rd in South. I always go to the original one that is on between 4th and 3rd in South on South Street. When I was just home in Philly, I believe it was August. I went here multiple times, got a cheesesteak. I also like to get their chicken cheesesteak because they use real chicken and it's phenomenal, made on that grill. You get to watch them. They also have a quality drink called the Gremlin. This is the game changer for Ishkabibbles, is the Gremlin drink, because nobody else sells it. It's cranberry juice, lemonade, and I believe orange juice. I could be wrong. Like in the words of the Philly captain, shout out Philly captain, don't go writing book reports, right? Yeah, so that address to the Ishkabibbles is 337 South Street, Philadelphia, PA 19147. Okay? This is the phone number. Remember, they have two locations on South Street. If you get a cheesesteak, also get a gremlin to go along with it. The fries are okay. I'm not a big fan of their French fries, but the cheesesteak or the chicken cheesesteak and the gremlin is just monumental. This is one of the places where I would go and get a chicken cheesesteak. And I probably should do a video on top 5 chicken cheesesteak places in Philadelphia. I definitely got to do a video about that, because most of the best chicken cheesesteaks come from a lot of the food trucks in Philadelphia. Philadelphia food trucks have the chicken cheesesteak game on lock. Trust me when I tell you. That was number 3. Holding number 3. So number 5 we had Phillips. Number 4. Who do we have for number 4? Number 5 was Phillips. Here, we're on number 3. All right. So now at number 2 would be Max's. Max's is on Broad and Erie. That address is 3653 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, PA 19140. This cheesesteaks is one of the best in Philly. One of hands down the best in Philly, and it's in North Philadelphia. Very, very established place. It's not only a cheesesteak place, but it's also a bar as well, where you can get a drink. They have the quality of the cheesesteak here is just monumental. It really, really hits the spot from the first bite to the last bite. It hits the spot from the first bite to the last bite. Please believe it, please. Holler if you can't, then don't bother. Max's Cheesesteaks would be number 1. But the only thing that's keeping it from being number 1 is, I don't know what's keeping it from being number 1, but it just ain't my number 1. It's a strong number 2. And actually, I really should be honest to say that Max is in the one that is going to be number 1 on this list. Could be tied. It could be tied. But the roll is just outstanding. The way that they toast the roll is just amazing. And it's just through and through a powerful sandwich. Just to give you an idea, I lived in the heart of South Philly. And I would get on the sub and drive from Oregon Avenue, sub stop, and drive to Erie Avenue just to get a Max's cheesesteak. That's how good this cheesesteak is. It's willing to drive 15, 20, 30 minutes on public transportation to go get. This is one of the qualitiest, best cheesesteaks in Philly. Moving on to my number one cheesesteak spot. My number one cheesesteak spot is Jim's Steak. It's on 4th and South. Currently, it's closed down due to a fire that they had. Unfortunately, they're rebuilding the store. As you can see, it opened back up in July. They do have other locations. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where those other locations are, but they do have other locations. But this location was here for about 70 years. I grew up on this location. I lived on 4th and Christian, and I would walk to 4th and South to get this cheesesteak. It's one of the most prolific cheesesteaks in Philly. The process on how they make it is amazing. The freshness of the steak you can taste from the first bite. The customer service is monumental. They remember your name. They remember you are who you are, because they're the people that you see every day in your neighborhood, that you live with, that you're working with, that you see walking down the street, walking their dogs. You know, these are the people that are serving you steaks at Jim's Steak. The process of how you can watch them cook the steak, how you can watch them put your sandwich together. And that's one of the other benefits that Max's has as well. In Ishkabibbles, Gooey Louie's, and Phillips. These are why these are my top 5. All of them, you can watch them make your steak. But it's just something about the process with Jim's. It's always been one of my favorite places to go. I always come here. I get cheese whiz without. I don't like onions. The way that they put the cheese whiz on both sides of the bread, so no matter what bite you take, you will get cheese. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. I got to take a sip. Please believe it please. These are my top 5 cheesesteak places in Philly. Stop sharing my screen. With that said, thank you for watching this video. When you get a chance, leave a comment below. Let me know your top 5 cheesesteak places in Philadelphia and why they're your top 5. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. If you like food reviews, subscribe to the channel. We do YouTube news, celebrity news, and food reviews. Thank you. Have a blessed night, and I will see you on the next video. Let's go.